Hi everyone, welcome again. This is a new machine today we're going to look at. Today machine is called Pipe. So as usual, I will start by defining my IP address and then we move on to the port scanning station. Let me just make note of my IP address, and I know that the IP address of the target machine is this one. So the next step for us, as we always do, is port scanning. I will pause the video for now till the port scanning finishes, then I will resume it once we get the output. Good, so now we have the ports. See that we have port 22 and port 80. So, okay, we also notice that we have the URL for um, this IP address, so probably might be a good idea to adjust it in the Etsy hosts. I know it should be somewhere here. If not, we can add it. So it's affiliations. That's fine. We can just add the IP address of the machine. Good, so this is one thing. The other thing that we can do quickly is try to do directory enumeration. Okay, then probably we can just do it with the name. Okay, that's interesting. Let me see what it shows here. Okay, for some weird reason, the the name is not being resolved. Let me again double check affiliation dot local, and that is the IP address. I don't see any other names. Okay, let's just use dash F. Okay, that is fair enough. Okay, so while waiting for this, let me see if I can run Nikto on this URL. Okay, we have CGI bin. So clearly the main attack vector for us is the port 80 here. We have Nginx. Let me just double check if there's any filters here. Sometimes I leave networks. Oh, yeah, I think that's the problem. There was a proxy here. Fair enough. Okay. So let me just again try to access it. That's better. Okay. So why didn't it what I had to do? Interesting here. Okay, so I gathered two things straight away. There is a user called Eren. I will just make note of that. And I know now there is a WordPress, as you can see here. Let's click here. There is this parameter as well. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go back here. So that's CGI, fair enough. Now let's see if GoBuster might give me better output. Okay, it didn't like it, fair enough. So anything here? Okay. Just waiting for Nectar to give me any results. It takes some time with Nectar apparently. Okay. What else can we do? Let's see if their buster will give me anything. Or probably, yeah, okay. Now we start to get something. Their buster. User word list. Aha. So here we can see that we found the w login.php. Okay. Okay, that is the login page. Good. That is the web content, the directory for the WordPress. I think that is good enough. So the fact that we know that there is the WordPress, what we can do now is straight away try to go and use. I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and try to use WP Scan. WP. Okay, sounds something useful. So it was, if we look at it, it was actually WP content, and it is web login.php. That is good. The only thing I need to change here is to put the name, which is this. So affiliate.local. Good, okay. I can add also the web page WP login.php and see what we'll get. Do you want to update? That's fine, go for it. Okay. So it identified two users. We already kind of figured this out. Is there anything else? The main theme was identified. Anything else? Nothing of extreme interest. So we know Aaron is a user. Good. So what we could do now is actually try to enumerate the plugins themselves. Um, so we see if there are any particular plugins. So what we could do is enumerate the users. Possibly I can also put -e plugin, I think. That is lowercase p. Okay. So you can see now it figure out that there is a plugin called Paid Membership Pro, whatever it is. Quickly, I will go there. I will go online and see if there is any vulnerability associated with this one or any exploit associated with this one. Okey-dokey. Seems there is one here, and it seems that there is possibly a POC have been compiled here. Okay, that's interesting. This web page doesn't seem to be existing anymore. Is there anything else? Okay. So this is an unauthenticated SQL injection that is useful. It is pretty much the same version that we have, 2.97, so that's good. So what it does is basically it's a Python script, as you can see here. We just need to run it, provide the directory or the location for the WordPress. Okay, so let's go ahead then and try to run it. Okay, so 51235 that's the name of it. And let's go back here. It is Python 3. So Python 3 5.1. Good. Followed by the URL and the WordPress. So basically something like this could be. Or we can even better provide it with the we can provide it with just the URL, but let's see both options, which one would work. So if I did that and put it in here, Is there anything else? See what will happen. The target is vulnerable. You can dump it. Okay, so it gave me all of these options. So the first one, you can dump the whole WordPress database. Okay, that's a bit too much. Dump data from specific tables. Okay, or dump only WordPress username and password from the column. That sounds more useful for us. So what I would do, I would go ahead, copy this. Let's have a new terminal here and paste it. See what will happen. Time base. So it might take a while. So what I will do, I will pause the video, then we resume it once this finishes. So yes, the exploit has completed, and as you can see, we have the user, Aaron, and what seems to be the hash of the password. So let me just again go ahead and make note of it here. Good. Um, let's see if I can find anything. Hash cat hash cat dash dash help a grep for, I don't know if that would work, but let's try it. Percentage p. Okay, seems to me that I can crack this with the module 400. Okay, so what I will do now is then I will go straight away and say hash cat dash. Okay, let's before that. Okay, so let's just make nano call it hashes. Happy with that. And paste this. So pretty much that's what we want. The only difference would be the module is 400. Uh, no hashes were loaded, so there seems to be there is an issue with the module. Let's use force then. Dash dash force. ms cat hashes. Interesting. So we have the hash loaded, but it's not cracking. Okay. No hash is loaded. Okay, let me see. Okay, that might be a reason. The extra space. We might need to wait a little bit for it. Let's just open the file, see what is in there. Okay. Okay, let me just. It seems there is issue with hashcat. Okay, let me wait for it to finish, then we will have a look. So the cracking finished, and as you can see now, we have the hash of the password. So again, let me just copy it. That is the hash of the password. I'll go ahead now and I will use this. Let me now cancel that. We don't need it anymore. Let's go to the here. It was Aaron and the password was this. Okay, waiting for it to log me in. Remind me later. Okay, so so usually we try to look for place where we can inject our shell. So you can go to the pages here. Okay, you can go to plugins. This is the plugin that's we were looking at. And active plugins. No. Okay. Plugin file editor. I understand. Let's from here choose this one. Good. So we have a plugin here. So what I will try to do, so that is the plugin. So what I will try to do now is I'll try to replace this code. I'll try to replace this code with my own code. Again, it's nothing new. What we're going to do is let's just copy user web shell PHP into reverse PHP, nano reverse PHP. What the only thing we need to do is probably the IP address here. So it has my IP address. Good. I think 1234 would be okay. Good. Now let's go ahead and copy this. And oh, come on. And replace it with the existing shell in the plugin. And also, let me start a listener on put 1234. Good. So now I can go here and I should find a place to save. Update the file. File is updated. Let's see if I visit this web page from here. Yep, and I got a shell. Okay. Oh, interesting. I get a shell as root, so it is game over already. I can obviously try to upgrade the shell, but as you can see, since it's root, I don't need to do anything. Good. So that was pipe. Hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.